Orlando Sentinel. Shannon Owens is with us now to talk about it. Shannon, good to see you. Thanks for coming in today.
Good to see you too.
All right, so let's start with the basics here. We'll get into some of the more controversial issues in a second. What does this mean for the program as a whole at Penn State?
Well, obviously, this is going to hurt their program, potentially lowered enrollment for the school, knowing that there are financial sanctions and fines against them. The football program will take years and years to recover. I mean, you look at what happened with the death penalty with SMU. They had one winning season in 20 years. You know, I mean, it's going to set them back for decades. Yeah,
and a school with a history like Penn State has. A lot of the students, a lot of the alumni are now saying that the sanctions they put on the program here are hurting the entire university. And you're talking people who had nothing to do with this scandal. A lot of people disagree with that, but what do you think? Does it hurt more than just the administrators who are the ones responsible here?
Sure it does. I mean, listen, I understand why the NCAA took the stance that they did. In principle, it makes sense. Somebody had to pay for the egregious nature of these crimes. However, the people that are paying for the crimes were not the ones who committed the crimes.
The students in general here are now paying because the football program brings in enough money that they pay for scholarships for low-income students.
Absolutely.
That could be gone now, so it's going to impact students who had nothing to do with this.
Well, a lot of times in big-time college football programs, there is a surplus, and some of that surplus goes to the general budget for the schools. Not to mention that a lot of those monies help supply non-revenue sports. I understand the governor said that they did not want those other programs to be impacted by these fines, and it's easy to say that in theory, but in principle, where are you going to get that money from? You know, $12 million over 5 years. They pay those $12 million installments. Some of that money is going to their general budget. I'm not sure how much, but to say that it's going to be easy to fix this problem, I think is very short-sighted and very naive.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying, hey, the people who are guilty here, fine them or throw them in jail. You don't penalize people who are just trying to get through school or the alumni here. Do you think the NCAA went too far?
That's a difficult question to answer because, again, like I said, I understand why they had to do it in practice and in theory, but I can't feel good about people being punished for something that they did not do.
And wiping out the wins seems kind of silly to me because all of a sudden Florida State is now the victor of the 2006 Orange Bowl, but those players don't feel like they won that game, and Bobby Bowden is now the all-time winner again. What do you think about erasing the wins? That doesn't justify the other teams now saying, well, wait, we should have been national champion.
Well, honestly, that's the least of my worries about the wins. I think that there are bigger issues to focus on with these kids that were the victims of abuse. However, I'm pretty sure the players are going to remember, have the memories of the games. It's not going to wipe out in their mind whether they won the game or not. So.
All right. Once again, Shannon Owens from the Orlando Sentinel, sports columnist. Shannon, always great to see you. Thanks for joining us.